Hey guys, how we doing today? So I want to talk about one of my worst habits that I used to have, and that was watching TV shows, binge watching TV shows. I used to be very guilty of just sitting down and watching shows left and right, wasting a whole day towards it. And it's quite scary because I used to do this a lot throughout high school, and I honestly, I'll admit, last year or maybe all over the summer I was guilty of it too. Like, I was watching the show called The Walking Dead. Now, for anyone that knows The Walking Dead, there's like 10, I think even maybe 11 seasons, and they're all like an hour each, and there's like a lot of episodes. So I remember just like binge watching The Walking Dead, and I would waste weeks, maybe even a month watching that show, just watching it non-stop because I was so hooked. And I get it, maybe this is like really bad self-control on my end, and sure, I'm not denying that at all, but TV shows are designed for that. They're designed for you to be hooked. They're designed to leave you in a cliffhanger to make you keep watching. And that's what I realized, was that TV shows started for me to feel like I'm not really resting anymore. I'm really just trying to escape reality and what I have to get done for that day. Because there'll be times where I'll be done with work and then I'll get home and then I'll spend the rest of the day watching TV shows. I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Like, I can't keep doing this because there's things that I have to get done, like laundry or just making a piece of content or just something like that. And that's what I realized, like, yeah, I gotta stop watching TV shows. And when people start recommending me more and more TV shows, I was like, nah, I can't, because if I watch this TV show, I'll finish it within that week. And it's such a bad habit that I had. And that's why I prefer movies now. I love movies more. I was always kind of a movie fan, but not nearly towards TV shows. Now I just prefer movies, because the thing about movies is most of the time movies are like 2 or 3 hours. And that's it. Once the movie's over, it's over. There's no like sequel. Maybe there's some movies that are like that, but oftentimes they're just one and done. And I like movies like that. I think movies are better for my preference, and I think they actually have a little bit more a better of storyline. There's not a lot of like drag to it. It's just like intro, conflict, rise and that, and then the ending, and that's it. I think that's a good way to get the message done with that story. Another thing is, like, when you binge watch TV show, you start to forget, like, you lose track of your own life. You lose track of what you want to build. Like, I don't know, like, every time I watch the TV show, I'll watch it and I'll see how, like, the characters are, like, building their life, building their habits, and creating this story and ambition that they're trying to strive for. And the more I watch that, I'm like, wow, I gotta stop doing this with my life and start doing this for myself. And I guess that's, like, was the wake-up call for me, why I stopped watching TV shows. And I was like, I gotta start, like, creating my own story, creating my own life as a movie, for that matter. I remember making a video not too long ago about that, is live your life as a movie. Instead of binge watching TV shows and movies, make your life as a movie. Figure out what would you do as a movie character. Now I get it, life is not all about movies. Life is not nearly like that. Reality is very different compared to that, of course. But sometimes when you are in your own story, when you're in your own hardship, you start to realize, like, this is the arc of your story. This is a part of your life where something great is going to happen later on. You see, if everything was good for you, if everything was working smoothly, then it wouldn't be a very good movie. It wouldn't be a very good story. There's got to be hardship. There's got to be downturns. There's got to be things that will escalate towards things that you didn't even imagine that would happen. And then you figure it out, and then you grow from it and learn from it. Because those are usually the best movies. Those are the best stories to have for yourself. The arc story of your life. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. So have a good one, and peace.